Hello, good morning, students. So, up to now, we have learned in the fractions and decimals chapter and also in the decimals, the addition and subtraction of the decimals is over, and exercise on the additions and subtractions also over. So, now it is the multiplication of decimals, multiplication of decimal numbers. So, in the multiplication of decimal numbers, so you may have to know three types of rules, which is first one is the multiplication of a decimal by the multiples of tens, which are 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, etc., whatever it may be. The multiples of tens, how to multiply a given decimal number with the multiples of tens, which is 10, 100, 1000. So this is one of the first concept. Next, in the second one, you may have to know about the multiplication of a decimal by a whole number. So a decimal number will be given. How to multiply that decimal number with the whole number, we have to learn. So this is second concept. And the second and third concept is the multiplication of a decimal number by a decimal number. Both numbers will be in the form of decimal number. So you have to multiply a decimal number with the decimal number like this. So these three types you have to learn in this multiplication of decimals. So first one is multiplication of a decimal by 10, 100 and 1000. Multiplication of a decimal by 10, 100 and 1000. So see the first rule here for by multiplying 10, how to do this? On multiplying a decimal by 10, the decimal point is shifted to the right by one place. Simply you should shift the decimal point to the one place to the right of the actual place. See here, this is 8.53 into 10. 8.53 into 10. So now we have to shift this decimal point to the right side, just leaving one digit. You can write it as 85.3. You can shift this the right side like this. So how to shift this? You see here. So this is 8.53 into 10. See in the example. How can I write this? So now it is 8.53 into 10. So which is after shifting this decimal point to the right side, after leaving one digit, you can write it as 85.13, 85.3. So now it is 85.3. Observe here, you are multiplying 8 with 10 means the value of 8.53 will increase 10 times. Means 80, you will get the 80 here. You see here 85.3. That's why you are getting 85.3 here. Okay. So if you multiply this with 100, the value of decimal number will increase to the 100 times. Okay. So now you can observe why it is shifting to the right side means simply you can observe that by multiplying this given decimal number, that number will be increased to the 10 times. That's why it is shifting to the 85.3 like that. If you take 85.3 into 10, then how can you shift this? Just this decimal point shifted to the again after leaving one digit to the right side. So 853.0. Since there is no number after 3 here, you can annex one more 0. You can annex any number of zeros. You know that after decimal point you can annex any number of zeros. So after annexing one more 0, you can shift this point to the right side by leaving one digit here. So now this will become as 853.0. Nothing but 853 only. No need to write this 0 also. Directly you can write it as 853. Now it is another one, 16.347 into 10. So here also after shifting this you will get 163.47. 163.47. So this is by multiplying with 10 only. If you take 100, you have to shift 2 digits because it is having 2 zeros. You have to shift 2 digits to the right side. On multiplying a decimal by 100, the decimal point is shifted to the right by two places because it is having two zeros. So for example 0.755 into 100 is there. Now this point will be shifted to the right side, leaving two digits to the right side, which is 75.5. No need to write 0 here because by writing 0 here, 0.755.5, there is no value for 0. So you can omit this 0. If there is any 0 in the whole number place, you can omit that. So that is 75.5. Next 1.3452. Here 1, you should write this 1 because 1 has a value. Since here it is 0, you are omitting, but here you should have to write this 1. Okay. Now after shifting this to right side, leaving two digits, this point will goes to here. Okay. Now it will become as 134.52. Now it is 2.5 into 100. So this also you have to shift two digits, but after decimal point we have only one digit is there. So you can annex one more 0 and one more 0 also to write that 0 after the decimal point. So now you can shift this decimal point to here. Now it will become as 250.0. Okay, 250.0. So now you can write again it in the form of 250 only because after point 0 is only there. So you can omit this also. So value is 250 only. So by multiplying 2.5 into 100 you will get 250. So if you take 1000 like that only, same process, you should have to shift 3 digits to the right side. 3 digits to the right side. So remember that you should shift right side. If you are multiplying, you should shift that decimal point to the right side. If you are dividing, you should shift that to the left side. That you have to remember. Okay, already you did the type of problems in the previous exercise. If you are dividing, you should shift that to the left side. If you are multiplying that with 1000, 100 or 10, you should shift to the right side depending upon the number of zeros. Here 3 zeros are there, so you should shift the decimal point by leaving 3 digits. You can write this point here somewhere. So now it will become as 0017.5. So now you can omit the front zeros and write in the form of 17.5. Yes, 17.5 you can write. No need to write 00 here. Okay. So now it is 18.1234. So directly you can shift this point to here, leaving 1, 2, 3 digits. So 18123 means 18,123.4. Here 23.51. After the digit only 2 digits are there. We can annex 2 more zeros to shift that point. For our convenience, we are annexing 2 more zeros here, and then we have to shift this point after 3 digits. Okay. So now it is 23510.0, which is 23,510. 23,510. So this procedure you can continue to 10,000, 1 lakh, anything is there. Okay, for anything you can continue this same procedure. Next one, multiplication of a decimal by a whole number. So to multiply the decimal number without the decimal point by the given whole number. Means first you have to remove the decimal number. Next, write the product and mark the decimal point to have as many places of decimals as are there are in the given decimal number. So let me explain what is this. So now it is, take the one example, 5.43 into 15. Here a decimal number is given and you are multiplying this with the whole number, which is 15, which is not having any decimal point here. So for this, two more methods you can use. This is one of the method. So procedure 1 is, first you remove the decimal point or ignore the decimal point and write the first number as it is, which is 543, like that. So first you ignore this decimal point and write it as 543 and multiply this with 15. Now you will get 8,145 after multiplying this. So after getting this product, see after the decimal point how many digits are there here? 2 digits. So from the right side you can leave 2 digits in the answer also. From the right side you can leave 2 digits and put the point here. So that will become as 81.45. So now put the decimal point as in the given decimal number. Whichever is in the given decimal number, at the same place you should put the point here. So after 2 digits here, 1 point is here. Also you have to leave 2 digits and put the point. So that's enough. So this is one procedure. So another procedure is what here, 5.43. See here, 5.43 into 15. You can write it as, first you convert this decimal form into the decimal fraction by removing the point. Write the 100 in the denominator, because after the decimal point 2 digits are there, you can write 100 in the denominator into 15. This 15 you can write in the form of a fraction by writing 1 in the denominator. So now this is the multiplication of two fractions. So multiply numerator into numerator and denominator into denominator. What is the numerator value? 8145. Okay, 8145. Write 8145 by 100 ones are 100. So now you know how to write this in the form of decimal form. How to write this? Since in the denominator 100 is there, you should leave 2 digits from the right side and put a point here. So this decimal point shift to the left side. Here one more decimal point is there. If there is no point in there, you should write like this. So this decimal point is shifting to the left side 2 digits because 2 zeros are. So it is 81.45. Okay, you may not write 0 also here. So it is 81.45. So this is also same as in the previous method. So you will get same answer. The first procedure, just ignore the decimal point and multiply. After multiplication, just count how many number of digits are there after the decimal point, and you can write the decimal point after leaving those many decimal places whichever is in the decimal number. So here 2 decimal places are there. You can leave 2 digits and put a point here. You will get the 81.45. This is one method. Second method is convert the decimal number into the form of decimal fraction and multiply these two. After multiplication, you will get a decimal fraction. Now simply you can put the decimal point depending upon the number of zeros in the denominator. Okay, so this is one more method. Both methods you can use, whatever it may be easy for you, you can use both methods. So here this is 0.065 into 9, 0.065 into 9. So here also ignore the decimal point, you will get 0065. 0065 means you can write 65 only, no need to write front zeros, into 9. Omit the decimal point and write this 65 into 9. 65 into 9 is how much here? 585. Okay, so 585. Now you have to put the point according to the number of digits in the decimal place. Okay, after the decimal place 3 digits are there. So leave 3 digits and put a point. 1, 2, 3 from the right side, not from the left. From the right side leave 1, 2, 3 and put a point here. And since there is no number in the whole number part, we should write 0 here. It is 0.585. Okay, this is procedure number 1. Procedure number 2 is what here? Change this to decimal fraction. Decimal number you are converting into the decimal fraction. So 1 followed by how many zeros you have to write here? 1, 2, 3. After the decimal point 3 digits are there. 1, 2, 3. So simply you can shift the decimal place to the left side by counting the number of zeros here. 1, 2, 3. So since there is no number here, you can write 0 here. So now you have to put the point. Okay. This is not the division you have to do. So multiply this with, so directly. So by into 9 by 1. So multiply this, you will get 585 by 1000. Okay. So now you can write it in the form of, by leaving 3 digits, 0.585, which is exactly equal to this one. So you can use by omitting the decimal number and multiplying, and after that counting the number of digits and shifting that decimal point to the left. This is first one. Second one is converting this into the decimal fraction and multiplying this with the second fraction you will get a one more fraction which is a decimal fraction. This is also, now you can put the point according to the number of zeros here. This is second method. So the third one, so this is the second method, which is multiplication of a decimal by a whole number. Means one number is given in the form of decimal form, one number is given in the form of whole number. If both numbers are given in the form of the decimal number, what you have to do? So what are the steps you have to do? Multiply the decimal number by the another decimal number, first ignoring the decimal point on the both the numbers first. Same rule here also you have to use. You have to ignore the decimal points and write them and multiply. Then write the product and place the decimal point at a place equivalent to the sum of the decimal places of the given two decimal numbers. Given two decimal numbers, you have to count how many number of decimal places after the decimal point. Here 3, here 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So you have to put the decimal point after leaving 5 digits from the right side. So these two rules you have to use while you are doing the multiplication of a decimal number by the decimal number. See, I will show you how to do that. Okay. So now I am taking 0.089 by 0.76. 0.089 into 0.76. So first I am using the first method only. So remove or ignore the decimal points and write them as it is, 89 into 76. Okay, what will you get here? 89 into 76 is 6764. The product is 6764. So after getting the product, count the number of digits after the decimal point in the both the numbers, because both the numbers are having the decimal places. You have to count. Here how many digits are there? 3 here. Here 2 only. So add them. 3 plus 2 is 5. So after 5 digits, you have to put the point here. Okay. But here only 4 digits are there. You can write one more 0 by annexing. You can convert them into the 5-digit number. Now you have to leave 5 digits, 3 plus 2, 5 digits, and put the point here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the point here. Now you can write one more 0 in the whole number part. Since there is no number in the whole number part, we can write one more 0. So this is the answer. 0.06764. So this is procedure number 1. Same problem we can do by using the conversion of the decimal fraction. So you can write 0.089 in the form of 89 by 123, means 1000 you can write here, into this you can write in the form of 76 by 100. Okay. So after the decimal point, 3 digits are there. You can write 1 followed by 3 zeros into. Here after the decimal point, 2 digits are there. So you can write the denominator 1 followed by 2 zeros, which is 100. So now you can multiply these two fractions normally. 89 into 76 how much? 6764. Multiply these two, you will get 1 lakh, which is having 5 zeros. Now again convert into decimal form, because you want a decimal number. So here after the from the right side you should leave 5 digits, but here only 4 digits only there. You can annex one more 0 here and one more 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put point here. So now you can write 0.06764. So this is the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave 5 digits and put a point here. 0.06764. So same answer you will get. So this is procedure number 2. You can use both the methods. So next, so same procedure you can use for 3 numbers also. This is only 2 numbers. If the problem is given in the form of 3 numbers, 0.47 like this, 0.47 into 5.3 into 0.06. 0.47 into 5.3 into 0.06. So now you can use same both the methods you can use. I am using the first method. So ignore the decimal points and write it as 47, 53 and 6 only here. 006 means 6. Here 047 means 47. Here 5.3 means just 53. So here 006 you cannot write 0 zeros in front of it. So you can write only 6 here. So you will get, after multiplying these three numbers as 14946. 14946, big number. Now where you have to put the point here? See here how many digits are there after the decimal point? 2 digits. Here 1 digit. Here again 2 digits. So take the sum of these three. 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 2 5. So 5 digits you have to leave from the right side. 1 2 3 4 5. Now put a point here and add one more 0 here. So this is 0.14946. Yes, 0.14946. So this is the answer for this one. Not after multiplication you will get this number. Now I am putting the point according to the number of digits after the decimal places. So add them. So 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 2 5. So leave 5 digits and put a point here, you will get the answer. So same problem I am doing by converting them into decimal fractions, which is 47 by 100. Here it is. This is 53 by 10. This is 6 by 100, because after decimal point 2 digits are 6 by 100. Now as it is same procedure, multiply the numerators. We will get 14946 and divided by this is 1 lakh, which is having 5 zeros. 1 2 3 4 5. Now we can put the point after leaving 5 digits, 1 2 3 4 from 4 5 digits from the right side, which will give 0.14946. So both the methods are these. The next one, exercise 2E, whichever is in your textbook. So find the product. So now you can understand because I explained all the methods. So it is 0.75 into 10. So here you are multiplying with the 10 means you have to shift this point to the right side. Since 10 has 1 0, shift the decimal point to the right side one place. So 7.5, 7.5. But you can omit this 0. You will write the 7.5 only. Okay, next 5.34 into 100. So now you can shift 2 digits to the right side. Then it will become as 534.0. You can write 0.0 also. Since there is no value for this 0, you can write up to here also, which is 534. Okay, next 2.85 into 10. So you can shift this point to the right side one digit, so it will become as 28.5. Okay, directly you can write just by seeing how many number of zeros and write and shift that decimal point to the right side according to the number of zeros. So here also this is 0.395. You can shift this to right side. It will become as 03.95 actually. So omit the 0, you will get 3.95. 3.95. So now it is 0.32 into 100. So shift this point to the right side here. You will get 32. 32.0 actually. So you can write up to only 32 also. Okay, 32. So next 9.4 into 10. So if it will shift to the right side, so it will become a 94. Okay, 94.0, nothing but the 94 only. 94.0 nothing but 94 only. Next here 13.001 into 100. So here also you can shift this point 2 digits because 100 has 2 zeros, so you can shift 2 digits. So it will become as 1300.1. 1300.1. Since 100 has 2 zeros, shift the decimal place to the right side 2 places. So that will become as 1300.1. The next 0.0054 into 1000. Here 1000 means 3 zeros, means 3 digits you have to shift it. So now it will become as 5.4. 0005.4 actually. No need to write 3 zeros here. That will become as 5.4 only. 5.4. Actually if you shift this to here, this number will become as 0005.4. So no need to write these three zeros, we can omit. So it will become as 5.4. Next, find the product. Up to here it is only a decimal with the tens, hundreds, thousands, which are the multiples of tens. Here it is the product of a decimal number with the decimal number or a decimal number with the whole number you will get. Okay. So now it is a decimal number with a decimal number. So what is the rule here? First you have to omit the ignore the decimal points and write them and take the product, which will give 42,847. Now count the number of digits of the decimal point, which is here 2 digits, here 2 digits. So 2 plus 2, 4. So you have to leave 4 digits from the right side. From the right side, you should not take from the left side. Remember here, you have to remember that you should not take from the left side. You have to count from right side only. From the right side, leave 4 digits and put the point here. If you put the point from the left side, it will become as 4,284.9. That is wrong. You will not get 4,000 by multiplying 2 into 2. 2 to the 4 only. So you will get 4 only. So 4.2849. 2849. The next one also here, multiply ignoring the decimal points, you will get some 4,41,232. Count the number of digits of the decimal places. 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2. 3 plus 2, 5. So leave 5 digits from the right side. Leave 5 digits from the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and put a point here, which is 4.41232. Just you can estimate directly also. 4 ones are 4 you will get. That's why you will get point here. 4.41232. Okay. Next, 0.856 into 13. Here you are multiplying a decimal number with the whole number. So you have to consider the decimal part. To put the decimal point, you have to consider this number only. There is no decimal points here. So you have to consider only 3 digits. You have to put the point in the product. So first ignore the decimal point and write 856 into 13 and multiply, you will get 11,128. After getting the product, so see only these 3 digits. So after leaving 3 digits, we can put a point here, you will get 11.128. Okay, 11.128. Next, 8.27 into 6772. Here also ignore the decimal places, multiply, count the number of digits, 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave 4 digits from the right side, put a point, 55.5744. Okay. Next, 0.109 into 9, 101 into 9. So now ignore 101 into 9, which is 909. So count how many number of digits in this, 3 digits. So leave 3 digits and put a point, 0.909. Since there is no number in the whole number part, you are writing 0 here, 0.909. Okay, next, 4.1439 into 12.2. So here also omit the decimal points, multiply. After multiplication, you will get this much of product. Count the number of digits, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1, 5. 4 plus 1, 5. So leave 5 digits and put a point here. Okay, leave 5 digits and put a point. Don't ignore this decimal point. Some of you maybe count up to here and put 4, after 4 digits you will write point here. So see, if both the numbers are having the decimal places, you should count both. If only one is having, you should count only up to here. Okay, so 4 plus 1, 5 you have to leave here. So next, 9.95 into 9.46. So ignore the decimal point, multiply and count the number of decimal numbers here. 2 plus 2, 4. So leave 4 digits and put a point, which is 94.1270. Okay. Here also 295 into 101 is 29,795. Leave 2 digits because only 2 digits is there. Here there is no decimal point. So leave 2 digits from the right side. So 297.95. Here a big number is given. So first you omit the decimal places and multiply. You get some product like this. So now count the number of decimals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 1, 6. So you have to leave 6 digits from the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and put a point 18.0101230. Okay, so up to here you learned different types of multiplications. So many types you learned. Okay, so now here it is a word problem, which is also a simple one. So before going to solution is very easy, but you have to understand the concept here. A scientist researched and found that due to mechanism of continental drift, a landmass moves at an average rate of 8.62 centimeters per year. How many centimeters can it be expected to move in 553 years? A scientist researched and found that due to mechanism of continental drift. Drift means what? Movement. Continents will move continuously. Continents will move. You know, 7 continents are there here. Some Asia is there. Here it is Africa. Okay, here it is. This spot is Europe and Russia is there. Something here North America, and here it is South America. This is Australia is there. Okay, New Zealand, Japan is there somewhere here. Okay. So these 7 continents continuously they will move somewhere. Okay, according to the movement of the earth, they will move, but that movement is a very small amount, which is given here. Observe here, average rate of just 8.62 centimeters per year only. Per year, 8.62 centimeters only they will drift. Okay. According to the size of continent, you can observe that how much it is shifting, means that is very nil. 8.60 centimeters is a small value. Okay, now you have to find out that how many meters can it be expected to move in 553 years. After 553 years, how many meters it can be moved, we have to find out. So observe here it is given in centimeters, but he is asking in meters. So first you have to convert these centimeters into meters. You know how to convert the centimeters into meters. Conversion factor, you know that. What is this here? If you write in the form of steps here, distance moved by a landmass in a year is 8.62 centimeters. So you know what is the conversion factor in between centimeters and meters. 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter, you know that. So now you can write 1 centimeter in terms of meters, which is 1/100th of a meter. 1/100th of a meter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1/100 of a meter. So now you know what is a 1 centimeter in form of meter. Now you can write in place of centimeter, you can write into 1/100 meters. So that will become as 8.62 into 1/100. Now you can write 8.62, which is in the form of decimal form. You can write in the form of decimal fraction, which is 862/100 into 1/100. So now it is the multiplication of two fractions. Multiply numerator and denominator, which is 862 by 10,000. Now you can again convert into decimal form, which is how many zeros are here? 4 zeros. So leave 4 digits from the right side and put a point here. So but here only 3 digits are there, means you can put one more zero. After that you have to put a point, and in the whole number part also you can write one more zero here. So which is 0.0862 meters. Now it is converted into meters. Okay. Centimeters we are converting into meters. So this is the drift, which is the movement of the continent in 1 year. So if you know 1 year value, you can find out the 553 years. So by multiplying this with, you can find out in 553 years how many meters the continent will be drifted, you can find out. So which is the distance will move by a land mass in 553 years is 0.0862 meters into 553, which is after multiplication you will get 47.6686. You know how to multiply these two, so you can multiply. So 47.6686 meters. 47 meters is a big distance only. So this much of distance they will be drifted in the 553 years. Okay. Next, Sonakshi organized a dance show and sold 375 tickets per rupees 599.90 each ticket. Each ticket cost is this much for the dance show. How much amount is collected by her? You have to find out. So that's easy. So by multiplying this one ticket cost with the number of tickets, you can find out how much amount collected by her. After collecting, she donated 1/4 of it to an orphanage. 1/4 of it to an orphanage. Okay. So how much amount she donated, we have to find out to the orphanage. Okay. So now the number of tickets sold by Sonakshi is 375 and cost of each ticket is given 599.90. Therefore, you can find out by multiplying those two, which is the total amount she collected, which is 2,24,962.50, which is 50 paise. Yeah, now since she donated 1/4 of this total amount to the orphanage, you have to multiply that with the 1/4. 1/4 of means what? Into 1/4 of means 1/4 of this much means 1/4 into this value. Okay, now you can write into here. So you can write 1/4 into this much means if you divide this value with 4, you will get this one. Okay, 1/4 into 2,24,962.50 means how can you write this? By multiplying these two, you will get 2,24,962.50 by 4. Means you are dividing this value with this one. After dividing this with 4, you will get 56,240.625 rupees she donated to the orphanage. So this is the amount she donated. Next, last problem in the divisions. So during a Shramdan activity in their school, the students of class 7 filled 15 bottles of 1.5 liters of water and distributed it to the nearby slum area where they have shortage of water. So what quantity in total is distributed? It's a very easy problem. 15 bottles of 1.5 liters they distributed, means you have to multiply these 15 bottles with the 1.5 liters to find out how much water they distributed. So now the number of bottles distributed by the students is 15. The quantity of one bottle is 1.5 liters. Therefore, the total quantity of water distributed is 15 into 1.5 liters, which gives 22.5 liters. So this much of water they distributed in the slum area. Okay, 22.5 liters they distributed. So next concept is division of decimals. I will explain in the next session. So up to here I would like to conclude this session. Good day all of you. Thank you.